Hey y'all, I want to talk to y'all today about another topic, and that is, does anybody else feel like people are just more exhausted than ever before? And like, yeah, we have the normal things, like work and, the cost of living is so high and people are always busy and social media and yeah, I get all those things, but just you feel it in your soul, like no amount of rest, no amount of vacationing, you just feel so worn down, so burnt out all the time. And, I'm coming out of that myself, but it's something that even I still struggle with. I know so many other people do. And I have some thoughts about that I want to share. But first, I want to read you some verses. I want to read you Psalm. We're going to read chapter 18. We're going to read verse 32. And it says here, "It is God that girdeth me with strength and maketh my way perfect." And then if we go over here to Isaiah, we're going to go to 41, and we're going to go to verse 10. Fear not, fear thou not, for I am with thee. Be not dismayed, for I am thy God. I will strengthen thee. Yeah, I will help thee. Yeah, I will uphold thee with my right hand of righteousness. So God will be with you. God will uplift you. He will strengthen you. So I think that a lot of it has to do with, our day-to-day things, but I think the biggest factor is so many people are kind of like detached from reality. And don't take any offense to that, but I feel like so many people say they live for God, and I used to be one of them, like, oh, I love God, but I never make time for my Bible. Or I read it, maybe once a week, once in a blue moon, or once a year, once every decade. I think, there's always some kind of excuse. Well, I know enough scripture, so it's fine. I've read the Bible stories before, so it's fine. Well, I prayed just last week, but then I forgot to pray, right? I prayed and asked for something, but I forgot to pray to show my gratitude. I forgot to thank God when He actually answered that prayer. I think a lot of it has to do, again, now that I'm kind of coming out of this myself, why I was so exhausted, it's because I was trying to do it all on my own, and I can't. I can't, we can't. And what I mean by that is the closer you get to God, the more, and I know that it feels, let me get into this. I know that sometimes it feels bad, you feel like I shouldn't hand all this off to God. It's too much. It's not His to carry, but He wants to carry it with you. And in Matthew, we're going to go to 11:28. Okay. We'll go ahead and read 28:30 just because y'all know I love this verse. "Come unto me, all ye that labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn of me, for I am meek and lowly in heart, and ye shall find rest unto your souls. For my yoke is easy and my burden is light." We can't carry it alone, but He can. He can carry it with ease. It's not too much for Him. It's too much for us to do on our own. It's not too much for Him. And I want you to think about it like this. When you feel like guilty, or like, I don't want to burden God with this thing that's bothering me right now. It's too much. I don't want to bring this to Him. It's silly, this little thing that I'm worried about. It's so insignificant. It's so small. If that was your child, and they were dealing with something, and it was really bothering them. Maybe it was the silliest thing in the world, right? It's something about school and other kids, and it's like not even, it's a tiny thing, but it still bothers them. It hurts them. It upsets them. It gives them anxiety. It stresses them out. It overwhelms them. It, riles up their emotions. Wouldn't you want your child to come to you and talk to you about that thing, even if it seems silly and small? Because you wouldn't want them to carry that burden alone. That's how God feels about you. And that's something that I've really, over the last year, been working on. Beginning to recognize more and more about myself. Thinking I have to carry it all on my own. I don't. You don't. We don't have to carry it on our own. We can't. We need God. And I also, you guys know I love the KJV, but I also have been trying to read some other translations and do some comparing. And this one I really loved in the NLT, and that was, that's too heavy to put there. Let's put it over here. I've got a wobbly stack of journals over here that it cannot sit on. So let us read. We're going to read Psalm 28, And we're going to read verse 7, okay, in the NLT. The Lord is my strength and shield. I trust him with all my heart. He helps me, and my heart is filled with joy. I burst out in songs of thanksgiving. The Lord is your strength and your shield. You don't have the strength to take it on or carry it on your own, but God does, and he will shield you. He will protect you. You are not strength. You are not a shield. God is. He is that for you. And so here's my question. Here's my food for thought. What are you trying to carry on your own? Even if it seems like, well, I mean, that's not really bothering. It's such a, I mean, yeah, I'm worried about that, but it's so small. I got more things I'm bringing to God. I'll leave that. I can handle that one on my own. What is that one thing or those couple of small things that you don't bring to God because you feel like, well, these things are priority and I'll figure that one out. I'm not really that worried. It's fine. But it's eating away at you and you feel tired and you feel weighted down and you feel burnt out. And no matter how much sleep, no matter how much rest, you still feel exhausted. The thing about it is, it's not just physical exhaustion. It is mental, emotional, it is spiritual. And we are not designed to carry this alone. Give it to God. See, here's the thing. God gave us companionship. Because if you were meant to do it all alone, he wouldn't have created all these other people. It would just be you here by yourself doing this. He created people for companionship, for fellowship. And God wants to hear from you. Above all else, God wants to hear from you. He wants to have a relationship with you. And I've said this in videos past, and I'll try to think of which video I said it in and link it if I remember in the description box. God wants to have a relationship with you. And I want you to think about a relationship in your life, whether it's, with one of your children, whether it is with your parents. You should be able to come to your mother for things or your father for things. If it's your partner, if it's a friend of yours, somebody that's really, you care about deeply. If you knew that they were upset about something, stressed about something, even if it was the simplest thing to solve or the smallest thing or not that big of a deal, if it was really burdening them, wouldn't you want them to be able to tell you? So to really be able to have a genuine relationship with God, we can't hold anything back. He already knows. The thing is, he already knows. It's kind of like, and think of it this way, and again, I've said this before, but if you had a child who you knew did something wrong, even though you knew what they already did, yes, you're going to confront them about it. Yes, you're going to have a talk about it, but it would mean even more to you if they took accountability and went ahead and just told you what happened. And I know that that's how God feels towards us. He already knows these things. He knows what's in our hearts. He knows what's bothering us. He knows what we're struggling with, but he wants you to bring it to him. He wants to hear from you. He wants you to talk about it. There's nothing that's too big or too small for him. And so one of the things that I've been food for thought evaluating is maybe the reason I'm so tired all the time is because I'm trying to carry these tiny little things that I think are so insignificant, and I'm not giving all of it to God and trusting him to work it out. Maybe the reason that I'm so exhausted all the time is because I'm prioritizing worldly things over genuine connection with God. Maybe the reason I'm so exhausted all the time is because I'm constantly distracted and I'm not filling my life with genuine purpose. Maybe I'm exhausted because I'm depressed, because I'm lonely, because I'm isolated, because I'm burdened, because I'm stressed. And the one person that can handle it, the one person who can and will be there for you, who will be your strength and your shield, is God. And don't hold back from him, is what I'm saying. It is biblical to rest. God rested. After he created everything, he created the heavens and the earth, and he did all this, then he rested. On that seventh day, he rested. Jesus rested. Jesus even went away into the wilderness. He retreated. He got time alone. He'd often go to the mountains and talk to God. So rest is biblical. Spiritual rest is important. Try not to carry all the burdens on your own is important. So I hope this food for thought helps. If you're exhausted all the time, evaluate how you spend your life. How much time you devote to screen time on your phone, social media. Obviously we have to work, we have to pay bills, we have to do these worldly things, but we live in this world, but we're not of this world. But the only way that you're going to recharge or restore your battery is to give it to God and to allow Him to move in your life fully. Don't hold anything back from Him. So that's what I have for y'all. Thanks for watching. Please consider liking, leaving me comments. I've loved reading your comments, and subscribing. Bye, y'all.